Welcome to the Crusaders Connect podcast, where we dive into the stories that make Riordan so special. Today, we have an amazing guest who has seen every angle of Riordan. He's an alumni from the class of 2001. You may have seen him on the sidelines at boys varsity basketball games, and now he's leading the charge as our new Director of Alumni Relations. That's a lot of Crusader spirit right there. Please welcome Joey Curtin. Hi, Joey. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Priscilla. It's a pleasure.
So let's start with the big picture. You're an alumni yourself, and now you're shaping the alumni program as its director. That's a full circle if I've ever heard of one. What's your vision for alumni engagement, especially as Riordan grows as a co-ed institution?
That's a great question. I think, for me, being an alum when it was an all-boys school and being around and seeing the transition into the co-ed education that we see today, I think it's just been a tremendous transition. I think the school is obviously, on a high. It has a great momentum. And so I think tying those two kind of worlds together is a goal of mine. Current families that are here now, we want to treat them as alumnus already, kind of get them involved early, not lose that momentum when they graduate and go to college. We just had our first female graduating class from college this year in 2025. So I think that, to me, is an important part of what we're building with the alumni program, connecting kind of the old traditional Riordan that we all know and love, with the new version, which is fantastic as well.
I love that. You're talking about both honoring the roots and also growing into the future, especially as a co-ed institution. Speaking of full circle, you don't just work here, you work with your family. Your brother, Danny, class of 2008, is the Vice President of Enrollment and Strategy. Your sister, Jen, who is the Dean of Students and the head varsity volleyball coach. And your dad, who's the JV flag football coach as well. That's a true Riordan family legacy. What's it like to be part of that kind of tradition together?
I think it's fantastic. I think, we've been blessed to be at this place. I think this place is blessed to have us. I think it's a great thing to see, and your brother, your sister, being so good at their jobs. Like it's important. I think we hold each other to a high standard within our family. Very competitive. We want to win. We want to be the best. And I think if anybody's gonna kind of tell you the truth and what you need to hear, it's gonna be probably your big brother. So I think, and the same vice versa. They'll always tell me. So I feel like it's a great honor. We take it seriously. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we take the job seriously. And we each have our own niche and what we do, and we have our own strengths. And I think it's great to see. I love watching them do what they do. I think they do a fantastic job. And, my mom, I think, is probably the reason why we're here. And it's just because, she was a coach, when I was little, when we were growing up, and she's a teacher. She was a teacher. Now she's a social worker. So I think that spirit of giving and giving back, I think we get that from her. And I think we also get that competitive nature from her too. I mean, she's, you didn't name her as one of the coaches or on campus, but we get that competitive spirit from our mom.
Amazing. And it's really nice to just have that competitive spirit, but also give back. And really, you guys know the community so well, and you're able to touch base with all aspects, from athletics to education to alumni, which is quite amazing. One thing we hear again and again from alumni is how connected they feel to Riordan traditions. So I'm curious, how do you plan to honor that rich history while also creating new traditions for today's co-ed community?
Yeah, I think that's something where, I think the events that we do that work, that are fun, that we know are pillars of what we do, we're keeping those. I think that's important to have that continuity. I'm all for new ideas. I'm all for something new. I'm all for trying to get better and pushing the envelope. I think, I have ideas of what we can do in the future, connecting alumni with current students, connecting current parents with alumni. I think that's important, just to see like, hey, this is where, my kids are going to, matriculate through eventually, and what they're going to be like, and what's out there in this world, and our network and how big it is and how strong it is. So yeah, I think there's ideas on the horizon that can help with that. And then also, really trying to make the traditions and events that we have that are ongoing even better. And that's exciting. Oh, I think, um, I can only speak to what I know about other schools, but I think what makes Vernon special is its people. I mean, it's really the people that are around the students, and then it just attracts these great kids that come here, and great families that support it. We have great leadership. I think our teachers are fantastic. Our counselors are fantastic. Our sports programs are just getting better and better and better. And I believe that's what makes it great. A place is just a place, just a building with four walls. What makes it special is the people that are inside. And I try to, with basketball, for example, where I really wanted it to be a program that people could feel proud of, that alums could come back, people in the community can come back and watch and see. And these kids are going to college, they're getting scholarships, we're winning games. It's a fun environment. We're playing a fun brand of basketball. It's something that you can be super proud of. And I think the whole school has that now. And that is something special. I think it's something to be, to really hold your head up high about, because it's not easy to do. But that's what makes Curtin special, is the people that are inside the building.
Yeah, and especially having a lot of alumni and or faculty really brings in that whole aspect of community, because it's not just about academics or sports, it's the sense of family and belonging, which is really hard to replicate anywhere else.
Yes, yes. Especially as we've grown so much, it's hard to keep that, and we've been able to do it. I think it's tremendous.
So as you settle into this role, what are some of the first year goals you'd like to accomplish as the alumni director?
Good question. I look at stats, and I want to see, where we're at, what's our involvement level, what percent giving are we at, how can I help advancement, increase that number. I would like to see just alumni back on campus. We've done so much with our campus and the improvements. It's really something. It's a beautiful campus now. I would love for them to come back and see it. We're starting little mini chapters of alumni events, where we just had our first one in the East Bay, which was very successful. It was a nice evening, and I think that helps bring people back into the fold. I think we'll start doing that around the Bay Area. Not everybody lives in the city anymore, how it used to be, and that's okay. We could still connect with them in different ways, and I think increasing the amount of alumni involvement is a big goal of mine.
What are 3 events you're looking forward to this year?
I would say the big event coming up, I would say, is October 11th, our alumni tailgate for the SI Reardon football game. I think that is such a fun event. It's Fleet Week. We usually get, perfect weather, knock on wood. But I think that's a big one. I think it'll be fun. I think we're trying to expand it, build upon what we've done the last couple of years with it. That'll be great. I think the other event that I'm looking forward to is definitely the class reunions. This is my first go around with them. So to be able to see, these guys get together, we've got a class of 55 reunion, 70, 75, 2000, that are all coming up here, in about a month or so. So looking forward to those. They're all right around the same time. And then I would say the third event is probably bringing back the gala this year for 2026. I think I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I've ever been to one, because I'm always have a basketball game. It's just been busy. But I will for sure be going to that one. I know they're moving it to February of this year, 2026. So those are the 3 events that I would say I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's good to have that alumni tailgate in October, the best time of the month for San Francisco, and really get everyone back on campus, whether you just graduated in 2025 to if you graduated in 1953. We are just so eager to have people back on campus, like you said. Now let's talk basketball. As head varsity coach, you've built such strong relationships with students on the court. Do you find that those mentoring skills, motivating, listening, building trust, carry over to your approach with the alumni?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they do. I even had one of the alumni board members say, hey, coach, like, coach us up, let us know what we need to do. Let us know what our roles are. And, identify our talents and utilize them. I think that's what I've been doing for a long time. I think that's what I've shown I've been able to be successful with. And, I want to apply that to the alumni program for sure. I think those kind of traits are big, and especially when you're talking with a large group of people and you have that opportunity to really motivate them and kind of get them behind a cause and what we're trying to do here at Reardon. There's so many different things that they can get involved with, and then having that knowledge and being able to really concentrate and get them to really see what the vision is. I think that is something that I've been able to do, and look forward to do that with the alumni programs.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, whether you're a player or an alumni, people want to feel seen and connected. So it really goes hand in hand with where you're at. Joey, thank you for sharing your story, your vision, and your heart with this community. It's inspiring to see an alumni step back onto campus, not just to coach, but to strengthen the lifelong bonds that make Reardon what it is. And to our alumni tuning in, thank you for being a part of this family. Your support, your stories, and your presence continue to shape the Reardon legacy. Thank you so much. Until next time, stay connected, stay proud, and as always, go Crusaders.